All right. So here we have another scene for Lost Cub. We're after recovering a truly lost cub immediately in the midst of her first change. Anton and Bill have brought her back to the mansion. They have, well, made an effort to settle her in, and in the wake of it, Bill's gone about his business, and Anton finds himself in, pretty familiar company. He has Heidi with him, kind of nested up next to him wherever they're all sat, just being close, being doting, being, well, herself. And Becca sat nearby. I imagine they're like on the porch or something like that on the front steps. And she's, propped up a couple steps down against the kind of not rails, but almost little guard walls that go up the front steps. Propped there, having a smoke, eyeballing Anton, as it's late enough that even Heidi is kind of. She's a little yawny, she's a little sleepy, she's leaning on him a bit, but is still contentedly staying out there with him.
Anton, for the most part, is he's smoking. Probably has taken one or two extra, like actual, like proper, not beer, but like he probably would have. I imagine with some of the supplies there, he would have probably bought his own like stuff from the shop or something like that. Something like like a fucking Fanta or like a Coke or something. Do you know what I mean?
Oh,
Caffeine.
Yeah. There's soda there.
Caffeine is the main objective.
Yep, Becca's brought you cases of soda before. They're just everything's down in the basement where it stays cool. It's not something where they want to risk something like milk on, but it definitely keeps the drinks pretty cold.
So, yeah, he'll take one or two shots of Coke, which has a shit ton of caffeine in it, so he is awake again. You know what I mean?
He's just like chugged 2 sodas.
Yeah, that means he doesn't have to sleep for a long time.
It depends on his tolerance. I imagine it'll go down over time, but for now, yeah, it'll do. It's perked him back up.
That's the thing. It's a mix between either having actual coffee or taking shot, stuff like that. Kind of balances out, so as always the tolerance is the same.
Yes. Right, you're out there. You're pretty alert. Heidi's kind of slumped on you, but she's just being affectionate and being close. And Becca is still kind of propped off to one side and is kind of glancing back and forth between the two of you. Did you bring the sodas out, or did you chug them inside before you came out?
Probably would be finishing the remainder of the second one while he's sitting on the porch, that type of way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she just hikes an elbow up on the guard.
Just slurps it back and tunks it down on the ground.
So you're not planning to sleep?
Don't need it.
She just kind of glances over at Heidi. Glances back. Everyone needs sleep, Anton. When's the last time you slept?
I slept. That's all. That's enough.
The brow kind of just quirks doubtfully. Kind of licks her lips for a second. But seriously, though, how much you been sleeping?
Enough, he'll say. A little bit of tiny firmness in his voice, but nothing like major. You know what I mean?
I feel like your definition and the textbook definition of enough are not the same.
Oh, that's good for the textbook then.
Shrugs, drops the butt, squelches it out with her shoe. There's something happening we need to know about?
What do you mean?
Well, I assume you're staying awake for a reason.
Yeah. Keep him watch.
Are you expecting something to show up? She actually does kind of glance around off to the... Yeah, I mean, there's wild greenery everywhere.
Always.
What, just on principle? Or is there actually something that you've seen or heard that we don't know about?
Just always ready.
I ain't exactly seen you sleeping during the day, Anton.
I sleep. It's enough.
How much is enough?
And look over. Why are you so fucking concerned?
Maybe I give a shit.
Oh, that's appreciated, but I'm fine.
You don't look fine. You look like you're chugging soda to stay awake.
Well, I told you, Becca. I'm fine.
Pulls out another cigarette. Still kind of eyeballing him. Looks a glance skyward. You know it's like the middle of the night, right?
I know what time it is.
And there ain't been shit out here worth worrying about.
There's always shit out there worth worrying about.
Then why aren't we taking shifts?
'Cause you don't need to.
How about Bill? He taking a shift?
Bill doesn't care. Bill is too busy worrying about Bill.
I feel like Bill would be kind of worried if there was something might come run up on the house.
Bill wouldn't. Bill is too busy doing his own business. This is mine.
Again, she looks skeptical. How about Jane?
Jane doesn't know her arse from her elbow.
Still think she'd give a shit if something ran up on the house, Anton. If you're actually expecting something,
I
should be
always
taken.
fucking expect something. Doesn't mean it's gonna happen. I
You
just
can't take a 24-hour watch, Anton.
I sleep. That is enough.
How much do you sleep, Anton?
And why are you so goddamn fucking concerned? I get enough sleep to function. There you go. Simple. Done.
Right. Okay. Fine.
So for and she finally sees you just see the clench of fists. Is his hand like when Anton gets angry, the rage actually like flows him. Flows him. You know what I mean? He starts to shake.
Mhm.
So for fuck's sake, I am fine. That says it with that I can't do it properly, but that growl, you know, of that kind of like hint of a like high rage, you know what I mean?
And the lips kind of purse. And she just takes the freshly lit cigarette, scuffs it out on the brick that she's been resting on. Just kind of makes the same, like, kind of fine gesture. And, turns to just saunter down the steps. Hands go in her pockets.
Watches her.
Yeah, she just, I mean, she doesn't, like, go straight to her car or anything. She just completely disengages from it. Heads off around the house. Just, off around the side.
Go inside, Heidi.
And Heidi is gotten not tense, but gotten kind of a worried look about her as the two of you kind of ramped it up. And she takes a glance up at you, kind of takes a second to really assess the expression, and finally just quietly goes, "Okay."
And plants a kiss on her cheek. Just a bit tense. Sorry.
There's like a half moment pause before she reaches up and like goes to pull him just a little bit closer so she can do the same.
Stands there like a wall, lets it happen.
It's okay. I'll be here.
I'll be in soon. Go on, go get some sleep.
There's a little bit of a head shake, but she goes ahead and like she gets up to go. It's just the idea of like going to sleep. She just kind of shakes her head lightly, but obediently starts to just kind of toddle in, bare feet making almost no sound on the step.
He'll stand up and let out a breath and just make to follow after Becca.
All right. I mean, she hasn't gone far. It's very similar to the move that Jane pulled the other day. You like walk over, head around the corner, and she's just there, leaned up against the wall, smoking a fresh cigarette.
It's a long day.
Yeah.
Talking to that girl Penny just didn't make it fucking better.
But not.
No.
She at least stable?
Should be fine. She's gonna stay in the dark all night.
Funny thing about the night.
Yeah. Making it out like as if we're all murderers.
I mean, you saw what she did.
Yeah. She had no control doing that.
Nah, I saw it. There wasn't any fucking sense in her eyes.
Yep.
Still, exposed to some fucking generic ass high school girl. Shit's pretty bad.
What does that make me then?
Kind of flicks a sardonic look to the side. Well, high school girl.
I killed him when I was thinking.
I don't know.
Punched a hole right through her chest. Right there. Punched right in the middle of like the chestal cavity.
On her or on himself?
On her. Like doesn't touch her, but points. You know what I mean? Like right there.
I mean, she's got like one arm kind of curled up, like around her body. Got the other one, just kind of holding the cigarette same way she always does. All right.
Don't think she even had time to realize what was wrong. She just looked down at the hand.
Might nada.
Hmm?
It might nada.
No, she just bled out in seconds. Still that same shocked look on her face.
At least it was fast.
It was. I had to make it fast. I didn't know who she was. She'd just gotten off the phone, so I figured that if I hit her quietly enough that nobody would hear it. Even the person on the phone, they'd just hear a thump. Kept looking at me though the whole time. Even when I was burying her.
There's a wrinkle of the nose. Just gone back to kind of looking towards the surrounding greenery as opposed to him. First one always does, doesn't it?
Funny thing. Funny thing. You know, my sister's boyfriend who was taken killed him too. Ripped him to pieces. I had to lie and say to my sister, of course, Same with Carla's boyfriend. It's like they were forgotten, you know what I mean?
They're the fucking spider things or
Yeah.
something else.
No, they were the spider things.
They even still people anymore?
No, but I made them even less of people by just saying, oh, they're gone, you know? It's like I erased them away.
Shrugs? There's things you could do than let people just kind of hope and forget.
Well, they forgot. And there was the latest one. That
Oh.
was
Now when she actually turns to look at him for her.
that was fast. Didn't even see me coming. First pull, I could hear the artery snap. Blood gushed everywhere. By the second pull, his head was clean off. Didn't even hear me.
He just turns and spits on the ground. Because, yeah, let's face it, she's not fond of the memory of your dad in any way.
I don't know, the fucked up part of it was, though,
What?
I enjoyed it.
He was a dick.
I enjoyed watching it happen. Waiting, studying, analyzing. I was so angry and so fucking focused.
Like I said, he was a dick.
Yeah.
Deserved it. He deserved worse.
Yeah, well. And I just did what I do best. Kill him.
She finally flicks a glance back over. At what you do best.
Seems to be a very good talent of mine.
Feel like you have a distinct racial advantage.
How's that?
She kind of looks at him like, are you serious?
I didn't turn into a big angry werewolf when I killed my dad.
Didn't exactly tell me the story, did you?
Ever seen someone killed with razor wire?
Nope.
Figured it was like movies, you know? Figured that the right pull on the neck. Caught the main artery. Just enough pressure. Gotta keep the handles together though, because you don't want to cut your hands.
Just
Bill
kind of
came,
eyeballs him.
tracked him for fucking miles, man. Fucking miles. One rental after another, and we eventually found him in a bar. Moved on and everything. Perfect little cocktail waitress, man. Sweet as well. Nice perfume. Even for waitress's standards. Lured him out to the back. Started hitting Bill. Yeah, he could feel that confidence brewing, and then like that. Pulled out my razor wire and crept up right behind him, and there was no way in hell he was going to see me, and one pull, two pull. Gone. Right in the back alley. Right out behind that back door. Right where the camera couldn't see.
He just goes back to staring off. Kind of, straight out. Fuck him.
The worst, not the worst part, and the most strangest part of it all. Couldn't understand. When his blood was beginning to gurgle. So confused. wasn't no big bad werewolf doing that.
Suppose not.
No. Suppose Penny is right. Monsters do take monsters to fight.
Okay. Probably just kind of taps the ash off. You know what's gonna happen if you keep this upright? This not sleeping shit.
What?
Gonna fall asleep when it fucking matters.
I sleep.
The eye roll happens again towards him. If you knew it was enough, you'd give me a fucking number.
Maybe I want to deal with it my own way. Do I bother you for dealing with your shit?
She bristles.
Do I?
Yeah, you did. Actually.
And when you told me that what happened, you backed off. I backed off.
She just kind of clenches the jaw for a hot second. Settles back against the wall again. Finally manages to unhinge it to fucking take a drag off the cigarette.
Kind of twists his neck to the side. Like I said, I got everybody fucking dependent on me, so I can't just switch off.
Thought this was supposed to be a team effort.
It is. But I don't think you fucking noticed. Team effort means we're gonna just fucking argue with each other all the time. You know, I find it funny. You say, yeah, getting more angry. You'll see it. I find it funny that Bill has such fucking callous behavior when he was the one who killed people in his first change. I helped bury the body. It's out in the back garden, right down deep. When that girl murdered 3 people on her own by accident. They weren't even creatures of the worm. At least he has the excuse for that.
Think she'd know the fucking difference?
No, but I'm talking about him, not her. But oh, so casual. Oh yeah, whatever.
What'd he say?
You heard him.
What, him yelling about don't call the fucking cops?
When we got here, so fucking callous about the whole fucking thing.
Look, if you can cope by not sleeping, he can cope by being fucking objective.
Objective.
Bill ain't doing so hot, Anton.
Oh, really?
None of us are. Taps the ash again.
Oh, great. Guess we're all having a team effort at fucking each other over then.
Nobody's fucking anyone over, Anton.
Yeah. Well, while everyone's pretending not to deal with stuff, who is dealing with everything? Me. As per fucking usual.
What are you dealing with that's anyone else's problem, except for these fucking watches?
I fucking deal with everything.
Are you dealing with it because we make you, or because you volunteer to?
It's because nobody else is gonna fucking deal with it.
You ever ask?
No. Why? Because I'll just get a mountain of shit as always.
Appreciate your confidence.
Am I?
Fucking taps Ash again.
Well, am I wrong?
What happened when you and Heidi needed a place to stay?
Right. One time.
What happened while that bitch was going haywire and you were trying to tackle her in the middle of a fucking house?
I had it under fucking control.
And I was pulling people out the fucking door. And I was calling Bill so you had some fucking backup. And Bill, he spent that whole fucking thing, I don't know, sitting out in his car or some shit.
I had it under control.
Really? Because I'm pretty sure you left like 3 U-shaped holes on a wall.
I had it under control.
Maybe the point is you ain't gotta.
Really?
Yeah.
Fine, if you don't need fucking me.
I'm saying you don't have to have it completely under control. You have other people helping you, Anton. Just because you selectively ignore the parts we do doesn't mean we ain't doing shit.
Right. Well, there you go then. You're all one big one fucking happy family. So next time Bill gives me shit, next time, how about I just pull out that shotgun and shoot him in the dick and see what happens? Does it grow back? How about that? If we all want to be fucking cooperative, because you know what? I'm sick of it.
I'm not seeing the part where shooting someone in the dick is cooperative, Anton.
Right then.
I'm a
Cool.
nasty bitch, but even I don't think that's okay.
Fine. So everyone goes on, oh, so fucking angry. Oh, this, that. Cool. I'll just keep fucking trucking on. Murdered my dad. Cold-blooded. Cool. Take care of that person. No problem. Cool.
She kind of pointedly glances down at his hands.
They're bald.
I assume they're like fisted and shaking again.
Mm-hmm. You know, I go in and take care of all these problems in this deep, dark fucking cave where you can't fucking see, you can't fucking think. Discover that when I ask, when I say to Suzanne that, you should be careful, she goes out and does it. And that cave collapse, yeah, that was us. Clearing out some fucking monster shit. She was probably going to be there. In fact, she was. And the second
Susanne
night,
told you shit, sir.
oh no, but I thought that was mentioned.
You want to make that canonical?
Yeah, I thought that was the whole point.
Okay, yeah, sure. I just was
And
not sure it had been a thing.
I thought it was. I thought it was the whole point.
Sweet. That's fine with me.
You'll say very pointedly, and if I tell her just once, just as a favor, not to do something, nah, fuck that. Do it anyway. But no problem. I'll carry the fucking cameras. I'll do whatever. That's fine. I'll take care of it. I'll take care of it. Y'all are well and good at doing your little bit, yeah. When you all need the fucking dirty work done, nobody looks and nobody bats an eyelid when good old Anton takes care of it. No questions asked.
I ain't taking you on shit you ain't offered to do. Don't you throw me under a fucking bus like that.
Spreads his hands.
Don't you make it out like everyone's putting shit on you, Anton.
I'm not.
We're all
Just
coping with shit.
cool. So then, fuck my shit then, right? Because I
No,
don't talk.
I
I
didn't
don't talk
fucking
about
say
it.
that, did I?
No, because I don't fucking talk about it.
Maybe if you talked about what was actually fucking bothering you, instead of making it sound like you're just trying to be mad at everyone else because you can't control everything they fucking do. Can't control the way they act, can't control the way they think. Just fucking talk about what the problem is instead of putting it on other people.
Oh, because it's so fucking easy.
Do you want to talk about it or not?
Did you want to talk about it to me?
No, I fucking
Well, there
didn't.
you, well, there you fucking go then.
Then why are you complaining about no one wanting to hear your problems? Can't have it both ways.
Oh, what the fuck ever. He starts to walk off. Yeah, I won't have it both ways then. From now on, I'll just be fucking airtight about the whole fucking thing.
If you don't want people to know, that would be the way to do it, wouldn't it?
Well, there you go then. Learned my fucking lesson.
Finally just kind of rubs her face. And you know what? She's pretty fucking pissed at him. She saddles up. He'll hear her walking after him.
Turns.
I mean, he gets the. I mean, it's the usual kind of thing. Like, Becca's not been good on physical contact generally, but when it's rough or tumble, she's fine. She comes up and she actually gives his shoulder, like, a hearty shove. Anton, you can't fucking have it both ways. Do you want to talk to someone, or do you want to storm off and cry about how nobody wants to listen to you?
I don't fucking cry.
Yeah, neither do I.
Yeah.
So which way do you fucking want it? Because I'm right fucking here, and I'll fucking listen. But if you don't want to fucking talk, then you can't hold it against people for not digging into your personal business.
Maybe if people cared, they'd fucking bother to dig.
And maybe if people had any respect for you as a person, they wouldn't.
Oh, really?
That's the way I feel about it with me. Why should I assume you see it any different way? I don't like people digging into my shit.
Nobody cares to ask.
It doesn't mean nobody cares, Anton.
Nobody cares to fucking ask.
Well, then I'm fucking asking.
I'm fine.
Oh. She finally, like, literally just throws both hands up. Oh, you're fine. We're
Mm-hmm.
having this whole fight because you're fucking fine, but you're really mad nobody asked?
Yep.
You're so full of shit.
So are you.
Yeah, but at least I admit it. I know when I'm full of shit. And when I want something, I tell people I want something.
Fine. Well, maybe I'm not just as perfect as you are at talking about shit.
I'm not fucking perfect. I don't usually talk about shit at all. I say leave me the fuck alone. And when I say that, what I actually mean is leave me the fuck alone. There's no fucking secondary meanings. There's no hidden message. So
Oh, well,
what do
that's
you
great.
want?
Nothing, Becca. Absolutely fucking nothing. Then, there you go. Straightforward. No fucking hidden layers.
Then why the fuck did you follow me over here if you didn't want nothing?
Don't worry about it.
I'm not stupid.
I can't talk to you about it anyway.
Why not?
Because I can't.
Why not?
Because I can't. How about that?
That's not a reason.
Oh, it's a reason.
What
Because
possible aspect of your life could you not be able to talk to me about? Being a werewolf? Pretty sure I know about that. The fact that you're boinking at least 2, maybe 3 women? Know about that.
the fact that I regret killing my dad, because partly I understand what the fuck happened, and I probably got the wrong guy. But I did it anyway, because I didn't want to see you beat the live ever loving fuck out of my dad till he died. So I just did what I do best. and took care of the fucking problem. There, how about that?
He kind of reels back. You know, the half step like shifts the weight back onto the rear foot,
The
rubbing
fact
her
that I,
face.
the fact that I didn't check, the fact that I couldn't see it, the fact that I didn't know every information before I went out after him, and I went out and got him. And when I scanned him, the way these things work, it's possession. It's similar like that. It's something like that. Takes people over.
Okay.
And I didn't. And when it got what it wanted, it left.
You so fucking sure?
Yeah. It's in the taint and the way it affects people. You can read different types of taint. The ones, Bane's, it's different. It's like it's residing in them. Now, Bane's can happen because the seed is there. Oh, they feed off the negative emotion. And they can join in to a person.
She just kind of shakes her head.
But the Bane
You know what?
itself left after it got what it wanted. And I
Okay.
missed.
But he still fucking did it, Anton.
I know he fucking slams his fist against the wall.
And of course you fucking feel ways. It was your fucking dad.
Yeah, well, I did it. And I did it in a way that I did it in a way that you wouldn't question how brutal I was to commit to it. Because I didn't want to see him get beaten to death.
The jaw kind of clenches again.
Because as much as I hate every ounce of what he did with every part of my being, this, that's still my dad. So I made a decision that would both satisfy you and take care of the problem.
And
So
for
you
some
can,
reason you think I'm going to be mad at you for that.
I don't fucking know, do I? You know, you said yourself, well, look at me and it's all coming back again.
It was the next fucking day, Anton.
So I figured that I'd you know, wipe the taint off myself. So maybe you wouldn't look at me the way you were.
Anton, it was still fucking fresh. It wasn't about you.
I know. Just wanted to make sure you were safe, so I took care of it. It's not that I'm trying to put any guilt on you, it's just that I couldn't handle the way you were looking at me. Couldn't handle the way Mom flinched. My sisters were afraid. You were hurt. Just whole ride up, I was debating the whole thing. And by the time we pulled in, I was gonna do it. I did it. I haven't been sleeping right since. I don't want to sleep. I just keep thinking about it. I don't regret it. Just wasn't there.
And at this point, like as he's been talking, she hasn't like wandered away from him. She hasn't like retreated. It's nothing like that. She's just kind of gotten to that point where she's, oh shit.
Yeah, there we go. My sound cut out.
Oh, okay. So yeah, she doesn't retreat from you as you're talking. It's not the impression it gives. It's not like she's being timid. It's just that it's a lot. So she's run out of cigarette for a hot second and is been kind of doing that thing people do where you kind of pace back and forth, like kind of rubbing at the back of her head a couple times. Just anxious motion.
Didn't want to say anything because I didn't want to hurt you.
Yeah, well, you didn't.
Just don't want to think about it.
Ellie pauses, rubbing her face. You know you can't just not sleep forever, right?
I know. Just stupid that I just. Stupid that I just. Too afraid to sleep.
She thumps her back against the wall again, shaking her head. Nah, that's not stupid. Just kind of flicks a glance over. Just do me a solid and don't operate any heavy machinery.
I'll sleep eventually. I'll have to. Just.
Yeah, I mean, eventually you're gonna do it whether you want to or not. She finally eases over a bit, kind of reaches out.
It doesn't stop her.
And it's a little slow because, let's face it, she's only shown him any kind of affection really in Lupus of late. But she does all the same, kind of reach up, reconsider it for about half a second, and finally goes up and just touches one of his cheeks, cups it in the hand. It's fucked up, but you're gonna have to sleep.
I know. Just don't want to smile ruefully.
Yeah, well,
Heidi's great. Just scared to sleep.
There's a good solid second. She kind of sucks in a breath and holds it. Glances back towards, the corner. Essentially, like, rough style, kind of glancing around as though towards the front of the house. Let's see how she's doing. Real fast. She's pretty woeful. Doing pretty fucking good.
Easy.
Okay. So, what if I stay over too? You sleep?
It's not fair on you.
What?
It's not fair on you. You shouldn't have to be worrying.
Yeah, well, lucky you. I don't give a fuck if it's fair.
Why are you worrying?
It's almost like I give a shit.
Why?
She kind of like throws up a hand, like, really?
Yeah, really.
She starts marching, and she'll go to like hook his arm, start marching him back around towards the front. I mean, Heidi's still inside. There's nobody out there. Because, Anton, it's almost like you've been watching my ass, taking care of me this whole fucking time, pulling your stupid wolf shit. You
Yeah.
can't just ask why when people turn around and try and do you the same thing. Not gonna fucking hurt me to sleep here instead of sleep at home.
Still not fair on you.
Yeah, well, life ain't fair.
It's not fair on you.
Don't care.
Particularly what I'm going through. That's putting you with your shit, and that's not what I want.
Maybe I just want to force you to sleep. Kind of shoots a, you dare say, ever so slightly teasing glance to the side.
There is that. Just like I said.
Yeah, whole lot of unfair shit been happening. I'm pretty sure I'll cope. Starts like nudging him up the steps.
I told you it's not fair on you. Stop.
I told you it's fair enough.
Yeah, well. Turn to look over. I can handle it.
Yeah, I imagine you probably could eventually. Never questioned it, did I? Just said, I'm gonna help you handle it. And you don't really seem to be the help accepting sort, so I'm just forcing the issue. Continues to push him up the stairs.
I don't need stops. Just see it. He struggles with an idea. You know what I mean? I don't need help.
You need help as much as any of the rest of us, Anton. You're a big badass and all, but everybody needs help sometimes. So,
Yeah, well, it's easy to say that.
yeah, it is because I'm a fucking badass. Nudge.
Stops at the door. I mean it. I'm fine. I don't need you to take care of me.
I didn't ask if you needed it.
Yeah, well, I'm doing what you do, so I
Yeah,
don't.
well, I'm doing what you do, so it'll work out. Nudges.
You'll stop again. Did kind of firmly closing the door behind him. Yeah, well, I can't hit you, so
Is he like just closing her out of the house?
no, he's like standing outside. You know, he's kind of closed the door in front of him, so she keeps nudging him. He kind of bangs against the door.
I mean, if you want to fist fight over it, we can fist fight over it.
I can hit you, like you hit me. There's a different thing.
Well, and I guess I'll win.
It's nothing to do with that. I don't need help. I shouldn't need help.
What are you, some fucking messiah or some shit? Nobody's perfect, Anton. Everybody fucking needs help.
I never. Yeah, I don't get it.
I don't. Explain it to me.
When my dad used to get really drunk, I used to take my sister Christine outside, tear her weight down by a small passageway. I used to walk back up and spy on my dad while he watched. It gets so fucking loud. Never needed help to get everyone out safe. I just did it. Didn't need help to make sure that it was just me just saying, no, parents fight like that the whole time. I just watch, you know? I never needed help. Knowing it was wrong or knowing I was scared, I just did it. I just didn't need help coping.
You
Just
didn't need help, but I bet you sure as fuck wanted some.
yeah, well, it didn't fucking come.
Yeah, well, this time you're fucking getting some. I'm putting my hand out, Anton. Don't fucking slap it.
You slapped mine.
I wasn't trying to slap your hand, Anton. I told you I needed fucking space.
Right. So, spreads his hands.
Do you
Like,
need space, Anton? Because you can just fucking say that.
well, I don't fucking know. He says quite angrily because it's defensive. You know what I mean? It's not like threatening. It's almost like he's like a wounded animal's kind of backed up against something.
I mean, he's pretty effectively backed up against something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but he definitely like then it's definitely that wounded animal type thing.
She finally goes to, not forcefully, just goes to like, once he's had a second to be like, I don't fucking know, and like do a little flail. And she finally goes to take him by the shoulders and turn him to face her properly. Not, again, not trying to restrict his arms, not trying to cage him in, not trying to like really force the issue, but tries to just kind of take him by the shoulders and turn him towards you. Or towards her. Anton, look me in the fucking face right now and
No,
tell me you want me to leave, and I will leave.
don't want to look.
Don't worry, no matter how much you cry, you're not crying.
It's not about crying. Can't admit that I'm, you know, weak.
Not fucking weak, Anton.
Can't say it. Because then, you know, who's gonna take care of Heidi and all that if I'm falling apart?
Probably every fucking other person you've done favors for and pulled their asses out of the fire.
Yeah, well, I can't fucking admit it, alright? And you can laugh at me all you fucking want, I can't fucking say it.
Okay, that's cool. I didn't ask you to say you were weak. That's kind of fucking demeaning.
Yeah, well, it's the same thing as asking for fucking help, so there.
I didn't ask for that either. I said, you look me in the eyes and tell me to fuck off and go home, and I'll fuck off and go home.
Say that.
Okay. And I'm not fucking going anywhere. Come on. She, like, tries to just kind of gingerly reach around him, open the door.
I mean, she can open the door, but he just doesn't move. It's like he's frozen. Just don't want to admit that I'm afraid.
I'm not gonna make you.
I don't want to wake up sweating and screaming.
I mean, I feel like that's just kind of part of being in the club in this house.
I don't want to be a part of the club. That's so much to fucking ask. Alright? Just want to not wake up and get nervous every time I look out the window because I know something's out there.
You have Heidi do that shit my dad taught her?
She's learning, I think. It's not even about that.
Sure as fuck help.
It will, but
That are like 20-foot walls with barbed wire. But I
no.
can't afford those.
I
I
made
feel
a
like
deal.
they call a little bit of attention.
I made a deal thing that made it us harder to find out here.
So what are you worried about finding us?
Everything. There was something there that wanted to kill you that night. Talked about draining all the blood from your body. Wondering what you were tasting it like.
Kind of scrunches her face again. Yeah, well,
I was ready
maybe.
to kill everyone there, just to keep you safe.
I know. I fucking saw.
I'm frightened that I'll walk home one day, I'll come in, and you and Heidi and Susie, and I'll have been too late.
Oh, god damn it. She just finally, like, reaches out and, like, no shit goes to grab him by the front of the shirt and yoink him in.
He does, but eventually, like, slap the hand away quite forcefully. It's like you know, it's clear. Like, it's like her. He just want to be touched, you know?
Yeah, I mean, again, she's not going to fucking whirl on him for it. But there becomes, just yet another fucking case of kind of Mexican standoff.
What?
Well, kind of shakes the hand, a little ruefully. Thought you looked an awful lot like you needed a goddamn hug, but fuck me, right?
Sorry. I didn't. Sorry. Nerves are a bit shot. First time dealing with an actual, like, live one of them in front of me. Bill's. I've only found the aftermath. Nerves are a bit janked. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm fucking seeing it. And, like, she just kind of gives the hand a bit of a shake because, I mean, it tingles. Because got herself a good little slap across the back of the hand, but for what it's worth, she hasn't, like, pulled back. She hasn't, like, guarded up.
She actually begins to wilt. Like, the fact that he realizes he's after, like, even doing the slightest bit of, like, damage, even. even though it's not really damaged. You know what I mean? Ah, shit. Um,
Well, don't collapse on me now.
I should I should get you something
Get me what?
for your hand.
It'll stop stinging in a second.
Yeah, but I should He kind of backs off of her nervously, like actually starting to get really nervous.
Anton, if I was gonna punch you, I would have punched you.
Shouldn't have done that.
I mean, it was kind of a dick move, but I'll survive.
Cool.
This time instead, she just kind of, same hand even, just kind of lifts it up. Kind of makes that bring it in motion, like, come here.
Slowly does.
Come on.
Didn't mean to do that.
And I mean, she'll keep it up until he gets in close enough that she can actually drape the arm around him, assuming he doesn't, like, wig the fuck out again.
No, it just slowly goes in. It's awkward. It's vulnerable.
And once she's got the one arm around him and he hasn't flipped shit, she'll finally bring in the other one and just pull him in and, like, clinch him, like, real good. Like, it's a tight, like, solid ass hug. Pulls him in against her chest.
Just that kind of breath. Like he's shaking as he shudders, that kind of shuddery breath. Sorry. Shouldn't have freaked out at you like that.
Yeah, well. That's alright. I'm pretty sure I punched the shit out of you last time.
You don't hate me for it, right?
You're slapping my hand. No.
For hurting you.
No, Anton.
Okay. I don't want you to hate me.
I feel like you'd have to do some hard work for me to hate you, Anton.
I thought you did. I know it was stupid. I thought you did.
She keeps him, and this whole time, she keeps him clenched in. Like, it's one of those things where it's like, I'm going to hold on to you until either all the tension drains out of your body or you start, like, punching me. One or the other.
I know it was stupid at the time and a bit selfish, but I was so worried that you hated me for not being there. I was so afraid. You thought that I'd let you down.
No, I took turns being mad at everyone. Especially me. Decided on being mad at him.
You got nothing to be mad at yourself for.
Yeah, I settled on that.
Like I said, I was just nervous you hated me.
Anton, if I hated you, I wouldn't hang around you.
I know, just couldn't help it. Maybe it was easier than just hating myself.
Feel like you're better spent hating the person who did the thing than hating yourself for shit you can't fucking do nothing about.
Oh, well, I'm pretty good at hating myself.
Sure as fuck hate help, too.
I'm scared of it.
What am I gonna do, bite you? She kind of turns her head towards him as she says it, just to kind of teasingly make the point.
No, that'll lose you.
You're gonna lose me a lot faster if you keep slapping me instead of just letting me help.
I didn't mean to do that.
I know.
I'm just scared you'll vanish.
I put on a hell of a disappearing act when I want to. That's kind of a sage nod.
Yeah.
And if I'd wanted to, I woulda.
Or maybe I'm just nervous that everyone will just be gone and I'll be here on my own. In the dark.
Yeah, fuck of a trick. There's an awful lot of us now.
Yeah.
I don't think it works that fast.
I hope not. Don't leave.
No, I wasn't gonna. I was actually debating whether I could pick you up. I bet you I could.
I'll turn her chin very gently. Like he is it like even his hand is trembling as he does it. She like faces like they lock eyes essentially.
There's an initial little bit of resistance, but she does go ahead and finally turn her head. It's just initially like he goes to do the gentle guiding nudge, and it doesn't move for a second, but then yeah, eases around.
Don't leave. Please.
Not going anywhere, Anton.
Okay.
I'm gonna go inside. I'm gonna lay the fuck down. We're gonna chill the fuck out. Okay?
Okay.
Good. Pretty sure Heidi's gonna have an aneurysm if we don't come in soon.
I don't want her to see me like this. I don't want to have her hear me scream.
Anton, you hear her scream almost every night.
That's different.
Who said you're gonna scream?
Worried that I will. I know it's stupid. I'm frightened that I will. I'll dream of something so fucking horrible I'll end up screaming and yelling. And everyone will look at me in the morning.
Anton, you can't keep hiding half your shit from everybody. You've seen Heidi at her worst. Yeah?
Uh,
Makes you think anything's gonna change if she sees you at yours.
she'll leave.
Where the fuck is she gonna go, Anton?
Anywhere away from me.
Who does she even fucking trust besides you?
I don't know. She'll just leave.
You're not going anywhere, Anton. You know
Yeah.
that. Somewhere in the back of your head, you fucking know that.
Or that I'll lose control.
Well, you better not do it while I'm laying next to you. Jesus.
Like I said, I want just scared to do it. You know, and people are gonna laugh at me and say I'm fucking stupid or what the fuck ever. That's
Tell me if
naive.
anyone laughs at you and I'll punch him in the fucking face. How about that?
Yeah, well, maybe I just don't want to give people the chance to do it. Remember that.
Or maybe you're worried about shit that's never gonna happen because everyone in this fucking house owes you something. Least they can do is not laugh while you're struggling the same way you see them struggling. Heidi ain't gonna laugh. Bill laughs, I'll punch him in the fucking face, but he ain't gonna laugh neither. I don't think he even sleeps here half the time.
Just don't
That
want to
new
see
girl
that.
ain't gonna laugh for a fucking week.
I don't want the new girl to see me being. I just don't want them to see me. All right. I'm sorry. I'm fucking awkward. Okay. Fuck.
You know what, Anton? She kind of turns and like again, she returns the favor. It's that kind of pitch the chin around towards her thing. You ever consider that maybe seeing that you can't hold it together 24/7 would just make them feel a little better about the fact that they can't either?
No, didn't think of that.
Yeah, well, trust me, makes a fucking difference.
Well, I'm not fucking holding it together, alright? Fuck me.
Okay. It's okay not to be holding it together. None of us are holding it the fuck together. We're
Yeah,
all
well,
faking it.
yeah, well, it's easier for some to fucking admit it, alright?
You don't have to admit shit. You don't gotta say shit.
Just don't leave. I know you don't like to be touched, but I I can't move.
I've already hugged you once, and I wouldn't offer to stay if I didn't think I could handle it. Come on.
I can't move. Like his legs are shaking.
She finally turns herself around, kind of, hitches her shoulder up under his. Literally, like, stretches the arm around behind his back, hooks her hand up under his other armpit. Essentially, fully prepared to brace him up.
Just can't move, you know?
Come on. I'll carry you if I gotta.
I
Not
don't
sleeping
need
on the porch, it's too fucking cold.
I don't need you to carry me. I just rubs his chest, which is she can tell he's going into a panic attack. Which is probably honestly the best thing because that means it's getting it out.
Yeah, there's like a pause. She starts catching shit. She just reaches out with the free hand to close the door again. Looks like they'll be out on the porch for a minute. And just kind of slowly helps him drop into a sit.
Yeah, it'll take about 5 minutes. He rides that shit like all the way out, you know, and then just kind of slumps against her. Like you can tell that panic attacks are exhausting.
Yeah. She just sits there next to him the whole time he's riding it out. Probably keeps an arm around his back the whole time.
Kind of sets up a bit afterwards, like he's still shaking. He looks more physically tired. Sorry.
Oh no, trust me, the shit I did was way uglier than that.
Like I said, I'm sorry.
You don't get to be sorry for being people, Anton. Come on.
Just gets up very slowly, very like I said, hard.
She's very carefully helps hoist him up, like making sure he's steady. She's not going to just let go and let him keel over.
Just
Come on, if you're worried about New Girl, we'll set up the air mattress.
sorry.
She picks her head up and tilts his up a little bit so she can like make sure his cheeks have been wiped clean. And nothing to be sorry about, Anton.
I'm sorry.
Kind of grins a little bit, shakes her head very softly, but
He kind of just thumps his head against her shoulder, like the other kind of part of her shoulder.
yeah, she keeps him pitched in pretty close. It goes to like, again, carefully open the front door, try to coax him inside.
He does, apologizing the whole way.
Yep. And I mean, he gets to apologize through the whole process of her grabbing the old air mattress, inflating it back up.
Sits down on it awkwardly, you know, that kind of like hunched up, like knees coming up the chest.
And she hunts around until she finds like a blanket. Comes back over, punks down. Come on.
Okay. awkwardly kind of lies down, slowly. Doesn't even take off any of his clothes. It's just that awkward.
I mean, she doesn't either, really. She'll kick her shoes off. That's about
Yeah,
it.
yeah, probably the same.
And yeah, she just kind of lays out and, after a moment, kind of glances over, makes sure he's hitched up next to her again.
Like he takes hold of her hand, like very, very, very softly.
Glances over, like kicking and moving the blanket, making sure she's got it over him.
Sorry.
Yeah, no.
I care a lot about you.
There's a vague kind of smirk. Yeah, I figured that one out too. You're a good guy, Anton, but you need to be okay with being people. Gives him a little bit of a pat on the cheek, like, buddy.
Scared of being people.
Yeah, it fucking sucks.
Being a guru just makes me be able to protect the people that I wasn't able to before.
I don't know. Sounds like you were doing a pretty good job before.
Yeah. Maybe it's just easier. So I don't have to face the things I've done.
So don't fucking think about it.
Tried that, not working out very well. Smile softly.
I
I have,
remember not sleeping.
I have you though, so
Got an awful lot of people, Anton.
I have you and a few others.
Just a few.
Yeah,
Grins.
there's only 3
Oh,
apart from
yeah?
apart from my family that make me feel like I'm somebody. You, Susie, and Heidi.
Well, lucky you. Most people get one max.
It's not just about that.
Nah, I mean, most people only get one person they give a shit about. For real.
Yeah,
Gives a
well,
shit back.
I feel safe when I'm with you, okay? So there.
Good. You should. I'm a fucking badass.
It's not
Gives his
about
hand a
that.
little squeeze.
It's not about that.
I mean, he's catching bits of the teasing grin.
He smiles when he says it.
I don't know. I'm pretty about being a badass. Like my whole shtick.
Just, I could do this. Just kind of gestures at the blanket and just lying there in the quiet and just accepting it. This. Horrifying as it feels. The fact that I have you here and know that Heidi is here and Susie's somewhere close, but you're here. Doesn't make it too agonizing. It's like it's actually normal to feel it.
She grins and kind of rolls onto her side. You think for a second she's not going to end up in this fucking bed by the time we wake up.
Just stay close, okay?
I ain't going nowhere. Fucking settled in now. I got a blanket and everything. She even like shifts his hand with hers when she like gets shuffled around, brings it up a bit.
Before I wake up, just you know,
Yeah, I don't know.
thank, thank you.
No problem.
Thumps against her properly. Doesn't say anything else, but he just, I mean, like, that's such a meek, vulnerable hold, you know?
Oh yeah, and she keeps an arm hitched around him, and I mean, it's not like he's gonna pull anything super weird, and she's not gonna freak out.
Nope, he doesn't, like, there's no, like,
There's nothing.
it's
There's just, hello.
vul- yeah, this frightened little 17-year-old kid who is in the way over his head. You know what I mean?
Yep. And true to form, like they'll be able to lay there for a while,
I mean, he,
almost, almost
oh,
inevitably. I mean, he's probably gonna be long out by the time Heidi crawls in
I
with
mean,
him.
he owed, I mean, I reckon he's not going to be up till like 3 or 4 o'clock. Yeah, the following afternoon. Like, he owed him sleep. Like, if you finally get sleep without lack of sleep, like, you sleep for fucking ages. You know what I
Oh
mean? Like,
yeah.
out cold.
Oh yeah. He is out. He is gone. He is done. I mean, Heidi's probably crawling in around time Becca's finally fading off. And yeah, Anton is finally finally put in a goddamn bed. And she didn't even have to punch him. It's a good night. So I think it is safe to call it here.